Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Backbone Podcast, where common sense still makes sense in a world that is sick and only getting sicker. I hope you had a blessed and productive weekend. I hope you were able to enjoy yourself in these crazy times. And this weekend, everybody and their mama was telling me about this guy's monologue. His name is Sam Hyde. I had never heard of this guy. I seen some clips of him this weekend from people that are fans of his and of his earlier stuff, and he's like one of these prank comedian guys, and that to me just isn't funny. That's not even comedy. It's you know amateurish bullshit. But comedy's as dead as it gets, just like almost like music. But apparently, old Sam has changed or has evolved because I guess his comedy style just died out. But he's now like this serious podcasting guy. Now, I haven't seen this clip here, so we're going to look at it together. But I supposedly it's extremely powerful and to the point, and it's the most. I saw somebody on X say it's the most powerful content you'll ever see on social media. So let me tell you, I got a hard on for this already. I can't wait to see it. I hope it's not the same old, same old. I have two banners up just in case it is, just in case it isn't. But I'm going to tell you, I don't have much faith. I don't have much faith at all. I did some research on this guy, and I'm going to tell you some of the things, and we don't know if this is true or not, but of course he's been labeled an anti-Semite, which, okay. And he's been labeled racist and homophobic, but the thing that disturbed me was the whole alleged encounter with a underage girl or underage child. And if that's the case, and anybody listens or takes this guy seriously, you need help, because that is not who you want in your corner. And he looks bizarre. He looks very, very creepy to me. He's not somebody that I would let babysit my kids. Let's put it to you that way. But let's not judge old Sam prematurely. Let's see what he has to say. This is a 58. We're not going to do the whole show because trust me, I doubt he's interesting enough to go through the first 10 minutes. But let's give him a shot and let's see where we're at. The Sam Hyde monologue. It's entitled "This Is You."
This is you. This is your sister, your wife, your daughter. But this right here is you. This is your sister.
I got to tell you, that Irina chick was beautiful. I have been to, and again, I'm rambling now because he's already boring me, but if you've ever been to Eastern Europe, and I've been to, they used to call it the Czech Republic, Poland, Ukraine, I've been to Russia. You see stuff like that walking around the streets. They are simply magnificent, scrumptious looking girls. Anyway.
Your wife, your daughter, this is you. This is your sister, your wife, your daughter. But this is you. And this is their reaction when you are killed. This is the joy they feel when your sister is raped, when your children are castrated, brainwashed to hate you. This is their ecstasy when the floor of the subway car is awash in your blood. This is you. Make no mistake, that is a symbol, that is you. But this won't last long. They can't help themselves because they're so ugly and so low that the only joy they can experience, the only good that they can envision is to take something beautiful or innocent down to their level. And when they can't do it, the next best thing is blood. This is Charlie's family, and these are his children who will never be able to hug their dad.
This guy crying. What the fuck has happened to white men in this world? I just don't understand it. This is, first of all, he's repeating, and I hate to get all production-wise on you, but he's repeating the same things over and over again, and that is terrible. That's a terrible production line. And again, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know if he's ever done this before. But the retard loop that he's on is just nauseating. And now he's crying about old Charlie. This is you? Is that you? Are you going to cry like a little bitch, like a woman, over some guy getting popped? There are thousands of people that are dying right now in worse ways than Charlie Kirk, in front of their families and watching and probably having their families die with them. And I don't see this bitch crying for him. Oh God, this is getting me heated. For some reason, I don't know why. 1 minute and 44 seconds, and this guy's already a bitch to me.
And grow up with a murdered father.
Yeah, he's crying.
And these are the people who smugly revel in this, and they won't stop with just Charlie. The boats are burned. There's nobody coming to help. The barbarians are at the gate. This is the fall.
See, this is where he's fundamentally wrong again. The barbarians are not at the gate. The barbarians are not knocking on the door. They're in here with you. This is where these people are wrong. They fundamentally don't understand that the horror is in the room with you. It's not outside waiting. It's not some vampire that you have to invite in. He's here. And when you have these, failed comedians who can't go on stage anymore, who don't have an act anymore, or they're burnt out, going on social media trying to tell you about the way of the world, the political way of the world, when they probably don't know it themselves, when they don't recognize the fact that the danger isn't coming, isn't developing, isn't growing, it's here. It's now. This is the Weimar Republic of the 21st century. This guy probably doesn't even know what the Weimar Republic was. He probably doesn't realize what the German people were going through. He probably doesn't realize that the book burnings that everybody used to talk about weren't books about knowledge. They were pornographic books. He probably doesn't realize that somebody that he knows may be an evildoer. He's too blind to it. He has too much faith that God's going to send a signal. He's going to write it in the clouds, and everything will be okay. And it's okay to have the whole "this is you" shit, and the pictures, and the deep voice. And wearing. I mean, he looks like he's on the Saw set. But nothing will happen unless action takes place. Read about the Night of the Vespas. Read about Frederick Barbarossa's crusade. This guy would never have dreamed of a campaign that way because he's just not man enough to do it. Oh, geez. All right, let me get back to them. 2 minutes and I'm already yelling at him.
All of ancient Rome that we are living through
The Romans
currently. And what happens in the next 2 weeks is going to determine the future of mankind. That's not hyperbole.
Now, this was recorded 3 weeks ago, and nothing has happened in the last 2 weeks. So Sam looks like shit right now. I mean, I wonder what he's saying today. I mean, I kind of feel gypped already. And I didn't see this. This is from 3 weeks ago. And mankind should have changed. Nothing changed. Nothing at all. Nothing's going to change in America because it's football season. We can't interrupt that, can we?
That's just how it is. A few notes before we start. I've seen some Twitter posts from people lamenting, apologizing, because their last interactions with Charlie were less than kind. And congratulations if that's you, because that's proof that you have a soul.
This guy's choking on his own emotions. He's a woman. He is an absolute woman. It would not surprise me. Now, I didn't look it up because I wasn't interested, but it would not surprise me if he grew up either with his mother or with his grandmother. Because there's no way a man raised that. No way. He can't contain himself. He mentions Charlie's name. He mentions Charlie Kirk's name. I mean, I'm laughing when I mention Charlie Kirk's name because I'm an evil bastard, but he mentions Charlie Kirk's name. He starts crying. What is going on here? This is not. We're fucked. We're totally. I might have to become Führer. I'm just too busy.
And similarly, I think we had to cut 30 minutes from the last episode of Sam Hyde Show because I called him something not nice.
Oh my God, this guy is too gay for me. Come on, bro. I mean, really? I called him something not nice. Now I'm on my period. This is. Listen, if you're a fan of this guy, look in the mirror and do some introspective about, what you find funny, because this is bitcherama right here.
Some people offering their condolences, paying their respects, etc., started off with a qualifier. Well, I didn't agree with Charlie on everything. Essentially that he wasn't based enough. And this is fine too. We all have some strain of autism that is compels us to constantly signal how based we are, and that's fine. And it's fine because we're stuck with this problem together. We're in this together.
No, we're not.
This is banter. It's for us to talk about. It's for our side to talk about. It's not for outsiders to try to use logic against us, to try to hold us to rules that they don't hold themselves to. That's all that needs to be said about it. The fact is, Charlie Kirk is.
Who are the outsiders? I mean, name who the outsiders are. Who is it? And why is that all that's got to be said about it? No, there's more that needs to be said about it. This is what happens. These guys, they all start off like a house on fire. Right? They're all a locomotive going down the rails. And then they stop. Now, they stop for obvious reasons. They're afraid. Or maybe they don't know that much about the topic. But so far, what he's doing is just basically just crying at the casket of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk is dead. He's fertilizer. He's no good to anybody now. You have to move on. I know it's harsh to say that. But we have to worry about the living. We have to worry about the young ones who are growing up in this world where there are sick people. And these sick people are called teachers, principals, entertainers, policemen. Almost anybody right now that has a municipal job or a public works job, and I see it firsthand. Almost all of them, I would say 90% of them, are mentally disturbed people. Mentally disturbed. And he reminds me of he reminds me of my principal. I mean, Jesus Christ, just crying. And I mean, the guy, my principal's daughter married a black dude that and he cried. Oh, I'm so happy she married an African American man. Are you fucking? All right, let me get back to this.
Is a martyr. He is a Christian white martyr.
Charlie Kirk was not a Christian. He was a protester of Jesus's church. So he was not a martyr. The only thing Charlie did well was he married a Catholic woman and he raised his children Catholic, who, by the way, if you've seen her lately, she is as happy as a clam. Homegirl played this perfect. She's got the show now. She's got the company. She's got the money. And I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't be surprised, and I wish it was me, if she's not bleeping somebody else. I'd marry her tomorrow, and you would too. You're looking at $100 million blonde right there, and she is cute. Gotta lose a little weight. She's cute, but this guy is just no credibility for me.
If you are Christian, if you are white, if you're a shit lib who miraculously somehow still believes in free speech, Charlie Kirk died for you. And he probably would have done it, anyway.
This guy's an absolute.
I talked to Alex Stein a lot about him.
Alex Stein.
He probably still would have done it.
A guy with the last name Stein may not be the proper guy to talk to about Charlie Kirk. Just saying.
If he knew he was going to die doing it. And
Look at this guy.
We are all united now in a battle for the soul of mankind. And by the way, this is why we have free speech in the first place. It's not because of some 1960s hippie commie staged faggotry that we have free speech. It's not because...
Bro, you can't call anybody faggots. I mean, after what I just watched for the last 5 minutes and 4 seconds, I mean, you might as well just have a cock in your mouth now. I mean, you just embarrassed your father. You embarrassed every man that came before you and every man that will come after you. Hopefully this guy is not going to procreate anytime soon. But to question other people's manhoods with the pejoratives, I mean, not after that performance. This guy looks manly to you? I mean, Jesus Christ, he can't contain him. He can't control himself. He can't contain his emotions.
Mr. Jew in a bow tie went on a bus and marched on Washington. The reason we have free speech is because at pivotal stages throughout human history, Christian white men mostly have decided that, yes, actually, it would be worth dying.
Those were Catholic men, by the way, majority, high 99% of the time. Crusades, stifling the Mongols, stifling the spread of Islam into Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. Saving the Jews from World War II when we shouldn't have had to. Those were all, not all, but I would say high percentage of Catholic men. Old Sam here wouldn't know that. He just joined this party. He just joined the discussion here. He doesn't know the history of it. He's, back in the day, he was probably, drilling holes into walls, looking into girls' showers, or maybe boys. But he doesn't understand. He doesn't have the knowledge of what Western civilization is all about, how it was created, what it took to keep it. And the reason why we're losing Western civilization, well, we'll never lose Western civilization, but the reason why it's in such dire straits right now isn't because of Christianity. It's because of Protestant, evangelical, national, Episcopalian, Baptist, all that other bullshit. They're too weak. They're too feeble. They're order followers, and they love their NASCAR and football, and they're not going to do anything that's going to jeopardize them being able to sit in front of a TV with beer and overalls on and disrupt their lives. And this guy is one of them. The only thing he hasn't said yet is we have to pray. That's the only thing this guy hasn't said yet. Well,
and to prove a point.
Let's give him time.
That's how it happened. That's how we got this. The free speech that you enjoy, to the extent that you're able to have free speech, is because of that, is because of men like this. Irony posters, anybody who's irony posting right now, I haven't seen too much of it, but for the sake of your own souls, you might not want to do that. And I say that as somebody who didn't always take everything as seriously as I should. And there's, you don't have to take everything seriously, but there's a wrong time to do stuff. And it might have spiritual ramifications. I'm worried for you. That's all why I'm saying it. And lastly, important thing before rocking out here. I think that we are all so smart and internet savvy that it's not possible for someone like me or like you or like little Timmy Thomas on his computer.
So this guy is supposed to be like a white supremacist, neo-Nazi, blah, 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 blah. But he has a Chinese guy sitting there in a tux. Those two guys look ominous to me. This seems very gay to me. I don't know. It just looks bizarre. I'm from another generation. These guys wouldn't last 2 seconds in my neighborhood, but this just seems very odd to me. I don't know who watches shit like this, but I mean, you just had these two guys who look like cucks just sitting there. One is Asian, and Asian guys are like midgets. They make me laugh just seeing them.
Sure. He's got 10 Discord channels. He's a computer wizard.
Timmy Thomas is prolific on Discord.
I mean, look at this. That is so bizarre. Just and Asian guys with mustaches, like they can never grow them out. And the white guy, he looks like a serial killer, kind of. I'm wondering if this is the real deal. If this isn't, because this guy does let me know in the comments, but this guy does like hoaxes and stuff like that. So I wonder if this is the real deal, because this is just.
It would be impossible for someone as smart as us to fall for any kind of psyop or emotional manipulation at a time like this. But on the off chance that this is a very small chance, on the off chance that somebody somewhere with an agenda, there's almost no chance this is happening. No. On the off chance that somebody somewhere with an agenda might be looking to capitalize on this event, spin it for nefarious purposes, very small chance this is happening. I can't see this happening. Even though we're so smart, it might behoove us to choose our words. Would you say carefully?
Cautiously, carefully, intentionally.
A degree of precision.
Discriminately,
including your own internal dialogue. No matter what the result of the speculation is, the end result is the same, and that's that you, white man, are under attack. And that's that. Let's take a look at who our enemies are here. I tweeted at the Quartering, because he said, I love the Quartering, he's my guy. He said, don't look at the video. You got to look at these videos. You have to know what these people are trying to do to you. You have to know you don't even have a family. That's the thing. You don't have a family because they've set up this clown world where you're convinced not to start a family. It's economically impossible to start a family.
So what he's saying here, I kind of agree with. young men, young white men have been told, do not get married, do not have children, do not. And one of the reasons is because feminism has poisoned women, especially white women who are the cancer of Western civilization, has poisoned white women into believing that they don't need men, that being a mother is a terrible thing. Just work in an office in a cubicle until you're 45, 50, and then you can go and get married when you're useless and barren. Hoe out all you want in your 20s, 30s, and 40s. But once you hit that wall, once you're no longer useful to society, then you can get married. Right? That's what women have been told, and what women believe. So he's right here, but I'm really thinking that this is a joke. I could be wrong.
Family, but if you had even if you had a family, you don't even know what's been taken from you. Is what's so fucked up. You have to watch these. You have to know that there is evil out there in the world. This isn't like being 15 and watching Best Gore or something. That you have to know that there is evil out there in the world. There's this idea of the seen versus the unseen, and I gotta say, thank God, Irina Zarutska was hot.
No, it does. It calls more attention to it.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
For every one of these people being killed, who could be a relative of yours, it could be someone you cared about, it could be you. For every one of these people, there are thousands. Just alone in the UK, the girls being raped. Mm. Isn't it like over 100,000? How many is it? We don't see it because there's no video of it, and the media is not publicizing it.
And the details of each and every one of those are like science fiction level. I can't comprehend how bad, yeah.
And then the police in the UK arresting the victims. That's a common pattern I've noticed too.
Yeah.
Fucking faggots, man.
Like folded into that one video of her getting stabbed is like,
there's always a, these guys, whenever you hear somebody say, like, this guy said like faggot a couple of times, there's always this theory that if you use it over and over and over again, you're using it to shield the fact that you might be gay yourself. These three, I don't know who they are. They're not the type of guys I would sit down and have a beer with. But this just either seems like it's deliberately made to look pinkish, or this is a gag. Because I'm not taking any of this seriously. Zero of it. I thought everybody was telling me this is the most powerful thing on the internet. This is a joke. This is almost as bad as Leo blessing the fucking ice.
Hundreds of thousands of people are.
It makes the magnitude of the problem obvious even to boomers and retards on Facebook.
Right.
Which is why that video is important. It's why you have to memorize it. You can't let this stuff fade away. And you have to watch these too. You have to internalize this. You have to realize that this is real. These are the people going to a vigil and shouting, "Fuck Charlie Kirk." But if anything like this pops off and people get in legal trouble, I will put money towards this if someone out there is capable of organizing that in a non-scammy way. Hit play on this.
All right, so we went through 10 minutes of this garbage, and I'm going to tell you, I think that this was all fake. I think this was all a hoax. But again, what do I know? But guys like this, if it wasn't a hoax, and what this guy is saying is I don't even know what the guy was saying. I watched 10 minutes of that shit, and it was just like, Charlie, boo, Charlie, boo. It's like, and yeah, he's trying to be tough by saying faggot and retard and all the words that you really shouldn't, that people say you shouldn't say anymore. That's just a shield to guard his pussification. I'm gonna tell you, I didn't think too much of this going in, so I'm not really disappointed. But this was shit. I'll be honest with you. I don't know who this Sam Hyde is. I don't There are very few comedians that make me laugh. But I'm sure that this guy, if I watched his show or some comedy skit of his, it wouldn't do much for me. So this was 30 minutes of my life that I will never get back, and I will yell at the people. I will scold them for recommending this total shit that was here, because this guy didn't give you anything. He didn't give you a goddamn thing. He produced nothing. That's why you need me in your life. And I'm here for you for free. You get all this for free. All right. That's my 2 cents. Thanks again for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment and share. Remember, my friends, Satan is always busy, and he might have been busy in that video. That might have been a scam. I don't know. Be a man, have a backbone, because masculinity and common sense are worth standing up for. And just remember, if it ends in an ism, it's a mental disorder. We'll see you later.